Welcome to the online lecture series of refrigeration and air conditioning. Here is Professor Lakshman Mane. This is a video session on commercial refrigeration for cold storage and dairy refrigeration plant. Values used in this session are not from real data. These are used for understanding purpose only. In this session, you will be able to explain need of cold storage, types of cold storage, working of cold storage, and dairy refrigeration plant. The production of perishable items such as fruit and vegetables continues to increase in response to rising food demand. Hence, cold rooms are important because they increase the shelf life of perishable items. Cold rooms also minimize waste and extending the selling time of food. Cold storages are insulated rooms used for food preservation where foodstuff, dairy products, fruits and vegetables are stored under certain temperature and humidity. Refrigeration system used for cold storage provide temperature in the range of -30 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius and relative humidity of 90% of air. Tonnage capacity of cold storage is above 100 dr. Cold storages are classified based on period of storing food as short-term storage, which is used to store milk products, poultry fresh for the period of 3 to 4 weeks, and long-term storage, which is used to store frozen food for the period of about 12 months. Temperature conditions inside the cold storages, depending upon nature of storing food, are for vegetable, fruits and milk from 4 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius, and for frozen food from -15 to -30 degrees Celsius. Let's understand refrigeration system used for individual room of cold storage having positive temperature. Working of this system is similar to split air conditioning system. This system mainly consists of two units, indoor unit and outdoor unit. Indoor unit consists of evaporator and expansion valve. Outdoor unit consists of compressor and condenser. Low pressure vapor from the evaporator passes to the compressor, where it is compressed to high pressure and high temperature vapor refrigerant, which goes to the condenser. By rejecting heat to the atmospheric air, it is converted into liquid. So from condenser, high pressure liquid refrigerant passes to the expansion valve. In the expansion valve, it is converted to low pressure liquid and having negative temperature. This cold refrigerant when passes through the cooling coil and it comes across the air in the room. So air is cooled, which is passed to the room at 4 to 5 degrees Celsius temperature. In case of frozen foods, negative temperature is required. Hence, here indoor unit carries primary refrigerant directly to this room and it cools the air inside the room to temperature of -15 degrees Celsius temperature. Such air is circulated inside the frozen food room. In case of multiple rooms, it needs different heat transfer circuits. So here are mainly three circuits. Refrigerant circuit containing ammonia as a primary refrigerant, chilled water circuit containing water as a secondary refrigerant, and cooling water circuit containing water as a cooling medium. These three comprises a mechanical device called as chiller. So here is a refrigerant circuit which circulates ammonia as a refrigerant. It consists of mainly four devices: compressor, condenser, expansion valve and evaporator. At the evaporator, negative temperature is maintained. At the condenser, heat is rejected. Evaporator is connected via chilled water circuit to the fan coil unit or air handling unit. Water is chilled at the evaporator and at 2 degrees Celsius temperature it is passed to the fan coil unit, cooling coil. From the cooling coil it is returned at 6 degrees Celsius temperature to the evaporator. When fresh air passes over cooling coil, air is cooled, and such air at 4 degrees Celsius temperature is passed to the different rooms of cold storage by using ducting. Heat from the condenser is carried by using water of cooling water circuit at 36 degrees Celsius to the cooling tower. Heat is rejected at cooling tower to the atmospheric air and water is returned at 32 degrees Celsius to the condenser. This is the actual photograph of chiller, which uses refrigerant as ammonia as a primary refrigerant. It uses compressor of scroll or screw type because of having high pressure and high cooling capacity in TR. It uses evaporator of shell and tube type. So it has ammonia on the tube side and chilled water on shell side. Condenser is also here of shell and tube type. So here tube side is a ammonia as a refrigerant and shell side is a hot water. Now here are 4 lines. These 2 lines which are connected to the evaporator and these 2 lines which are connected to the condenser. Now chilled water line from the evaporator at 2 degrees Celsius temperature passes to the fan coil unit of cold storage room. So at the cold storage room it produces cooling effect, and after absorbing heat it is returning from fan coil unit at 6 degrees Celsius temperature to the evaporator. Heat from the condenser is carried by the water at 36 degrees Celsius temperature and it is going to the cooling tower for heat rejection to the atmospheric air. By rejecting heat to the atmospheric air, it is returning from the cooling tower at 32 degrees Celsius temperature to the condenser. Cooling tower, which is used for the heat rejection purpose. So water from the condenser carrying heat at 36 degrees Celsius temperature is allowed to release in downward direction inside the cooling tower. It comes in a contact of air which is passing in upward direction. So heat is rejected to the atmospheric air and water is cooled. Such cooled water is returned to the condenser at 32 degrees Celsius temperature. Now we will discuss about dairy refrigeration plant, which is used for different milk products cooling. Milk is a nutritional beverage which get from different animals used as health drink. Transport of milk from farm to cooling centers may take time. So raw milk should be processed within 72 hours of its release from the dairy. Pasteurization is a process that involves heating of raw milk to kill pathogenic germs found in milk. So dairy refrigeration plant is used to maintain quality of milk and dairy products. Pasteurization is a process which is carried on the milk, in that milk is heated to 62 degrees Celsius temperature and it is held for the time of 30 seconds and then it is cooled to 4 degrees Celsius temperature. For this purpose, here vapor compression refrigeration system is used, having refrigerant as a ammonia. Cooling capacity or tonnage capacity of this system is above 50 TR. Water chilling plant is used here to chill milk at temperature 4 degrees Celsius. So at the end of this session, you can explain need of cold storage, types of cold storage, working of cold storage and dairy refrigeration plant. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. Thank you.